What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some more NBA news to of course be talking about with you guys. I'd probably say this player has the hardest name in almost league history to say. Like, I can say Giannis Antetokounmpo very, very easily, but my god, making this video, the whole entire research I had to put in this video for the Celtics signing this player was basically just figuring out how to say his name. Basically, for those of you who haven't seen this, you know what, we're gonna let Google say it. The Chicago Bulls, you know, their former player, the Boston Celtics, have recently just signed
Ryan Arcidiacono.
Yeah, Ryan Arcidiacono. I said I said his name like as slow as I possibly could. Ryan Arcidiacono. There you go. That was a little bit faster. I don't know. This guy, man, his name, it just hurts my head. I don't like it at all. Celtics fans, I'm sure the most of your research on this player has been how to say this guy's name. Basically, the Boston Celtics have just signed Ryan Arcidiacono for a non-guaranteed deal, and this is all being reported by Shams. Basically, he actually played the last seasons with the Chicago Bulls. He played 4 years with Chicago. In fact, last season he actually did average 3.1 points per game off the bench, 37% from 3 in 10 minutes per game, while in his best season, the 2018 and 19 season, when he got his most minutes, he actually put up 24 minutes per game on about 37% from 3 and 6.7 points per game. In 2019 and 20, he actually had a 39% from 3 season. He did go undrafted. It does really look like the, Boston Celtics are looking for a shooter. Again, they did actually recently just sign Garrison Matthews, which I also made a video on, so I highly recommend you guys going and checking that out. But basically, they brought in Garrison Matthews, who had a pretty good season with the Washington Wizards. A very nice three-point shooter. I believe he actually averaged 41% from 3. And he's a dude that can play point guard, he can play shooting guard, and he can play small forward. He can really guard all 3 positions while putting up some good, three-point percentage. He was also signed on a non-guaranteed deal. Basically, what I'm assuming these guys will do is they will, come to training camp, where at training camp, they'll basically do their thing, and then they'll probably go into pre-season, and they'll have to fight for a roster spot on the team. I don't believe either of these guys are eligible for the two-way. Actually, maybe Garrison Matthews. Garrison Matthews might be eligible for the two-way. But basically, what Ryan Arcidiacono can bring in, I definitely don't feel like I said it right that time. Whatever. What he basically can bring in is a dude that can play point guard, he can play shooting guard. At 6'3", he's American/Italian, played for Villanova from 2012 to 16, spent 2016 to 17 on the Austin Spurs before coming over to Chicago. He can play that point guard and shooting guard position, being basically a combo threat that can just, I guess, come off the bench for the team. He's averaged 3.3 assists and 7 points per game, basically, in his best season. I guess he's an okay defender, but yeah, I'm not exactly too sure. But I believe he actually signed a 3-year deal with the Chicago Bulls last season, which was worth $9 million, so that's $3 million a season. He already fulfilled one of those $3 million. I'm guessing because did they waive him? I don't know, because his money must not have been guaranteed, right? Like, what about that $6 million now? Like, is he still getting paid by Chicago, rather? Because that'd be a disaster for them, considering they need to go out and sign some veterans here and there. And paying this guy who's not even on your roster $6 million over the next 2 years would not exactly be that great of a thing to do. In my opinion, for the Celtics, I don't mind the signing. I don't think he will be a 15th man or anything like that. I believe if they're going to sign another dude, they're going to sign Garrison Matthews. He's a really nice guy that can, of course, come off their bench and do his thing, be a good three-point shooter, and be a good 3-and-D type dude, and just a defender in general. Again, he will play, I think, a lot of small forward, maybe for the Celtics, but he also might play some point guard and shooting guard. He is, I believe, 6'5", 196 centimeters, so he can do that. Garrison Matthews, but Archidi, oh my god, I've already forgotten how to say it. You know what, we're just going to say Ryan now. Ryan Arcidiacono. Let's go with that. This guy, I don't think he's going to be there long term. He's not better than Garrison Matthews, in my opinion. I think Garrison Matthews is a better player. While also, I feel like I don't know if they necessarily need a backup point guard. The Celtics, they've already got Schroeder, Pritchard, And of course, I think Smart might play some point guard minutes here and there. Bringing in a dude like Matthews will help out because he can play shooting guard, small forward, and of course point guard. Well, I feel like Arcidiacono can only really play point guard, shooting guard. He's not a 3-position player like what Garrison Matthews is. So I don't really think and he's not better than Matthews. He puts up worse stats, worse 3-point percentage. What the Celtics really need is a dude that can shoot the 3 and be very flexible on the court and play multiple positions, in my opinion. Maybe some defense here and there, who knows. One less shot creator for the Celtics team would be nice. And I don't think Garrison Matthews is a shot creator at all. So bringing in just a casual role player is what they need. But I feel like Arcidiacono, I just don't rate him for the Celtics at all. But hey, maybe he impresses over training camp, maybe he impresses over preseason. And maybe these two battle it out, and it might be a really good battle to see who gets in. I expect them to get some minutes in preseason, right? Like, it'd be cruel not to play these guys to see who's better and maybe who gets that final roster position, maybe. So, hey, could be a possibility of something that could, of course, definitely happen. But of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for the latest NBA content and NBA news. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel, MIRO/Lone channels. Don't forget to check out my podcast as well. If you haven't already, I've recently made a new channel for that. Go and check them all out, which I will link in the description down below. And yeah, just comment your thoughts and opinions. Should the Celtics bring in Ryan Arcidiacono to be like a full-time roster member? Or are you guys fine with him just kind of being a casual dude? Of course, I would very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. But as I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and, comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.